and that is how it wanted to maintain cordial relation with Iran. But in the last few years, on the issues of the nuclear and the issues of many other factors, America has been trying that whoever trades with Iran will be considered as anti-America, and that is how it has treated many of the countries in the same way. But India did not follow the lines and directions of America. It had gone its own way of doing it. And even during the conflict, which is running very high in the Middle East, India has made its stand very clear. That is also not liked by America. So these are the gray areas where we could see between India and America. But besides a very small amount of the gray areas, there are huge opportunities and a space of goodwill between the two countries. And the goodwills are innumerable. Diaspora in America, the Indian diaspora in America is supposed to be the most vibrant diaspora after the Chinese diaspora, its second largest diaspora. And the Indian community are not merely in the Congress, not merely in the different important sectors of America where the decisions are being framed, but in the larger business community as well, which has evolved in the last few decades. The number is going larger and larger. The amount of benefit which are being shared between the two countries are huge. So this is one area where we could see that Indian community is very strong in America, and they are putting press out that they are creating a kind of flavor to enrich the bilateral ties between the two countries. The second important goodwill which we could see between the two countries, the basic understanding of India in America. Over a period of time, India was supposed to be a country of a poor country. The image was not very positive. But today, the name itself brings a lot of respect and dignity in the American populace, and the understanding of a tech-savvy, some of the innovations which were being done by India in the last few years are well recognized by Americans as well. And the third important part, which is very important for the world politics to understand, some of the cultural innovations, the basic understanding of humanity which were being generated by India are well received by Americans as well. And the leading point, the tipping point of this cultural ties, which we could see through the yoga. Yoga, which was recognized in 2015 as International Yoga Day, thousands and thousands of the people in the different parts of the world, especially in America, they follow this Hindu traditions, not merely of yoga. When during the first term, Trump also lighted up the lamp during the Deepavali. So the culture of brotherhood, the culture of humanity were being strongly realized and followed by America. So once America follows it, there are many other countries toe the line of Americans, and that is how it is becoming larger and larger in terms of recognitions. So this is another combining factor between the two countries. Third important component of between India and America is, as we know, that India has the largest youth population in the world. In the bracket of working population, when we call it largest youth population, means working population from 18 years to 34 or 35. It is the largest in terms in the world, and that is how it is. It is building up a strong connection between the two countries. There are many other sectors where America wants goods and services, where it finds India is the most useful country as a friend. The fifth component of good terms and brotherhood and goodwill which generates between the two countries is fundamental reshaping of Asia. They consider there is one country which is creating disruption in the world politics, that is China. China is hampering not merely the South Asia, but it is also creating problems in Southeast Asia. It is also creating problems in the Middle East. Many of the African countries, they have combinedly realized. Quiet is working on that, that is a different thing. But there is a basic understanding that China has to be confined, China has to be regulated and disciplined by the two. And that is how we could see the joint ventures between the two countries. In the last years, they have a joint naval exercise in the Indian Oceans. They have a joint military exercise in other parts of the world. So they're moving together and understanding that for the better world, we need to move together to balance the emergence of China, which could be inimical not for India, but it could be inimical for many parts of the world. So these are the important components. These are the important components of India-America relations. The future trajectory, if you try to navigate between the two, what do we find? That the oldest democracy and the largest democracy in the world, they have a common understanding, as it has been said by Obama. They have a common framework to move together. In the coming years and the coming days, we find that not merely in South Asia, but beyond the South Asia, they have a common interest for the humanity to move together. The Indian way of life, the Indian understanding of the world politics was strongly realized by the policymakers of America, and that is how we could see some of the MPs in American Congress where they advocate the same sense of harmony between the two. So the future directions of the bilateral ties are going to be very fruitful, very meaningful, and very insightful between the two countries. Thank you very much.